Well, hello, and thanks for watching another episode of ARFCOM News, your twice-weekly dose of the finest 2A propaganda. Have you ever heard of the Some Asshole Initiative? It comes from this Wonderella comic, which we'll link down there in the doobly-doo, of course, which makes the point that the media should not lionize mass shooters. The core idea is their names should never be spoken. Now, that's not to say it should be some sort of secret, just that losers ought to be forgotten. To the extent they are spoken of at all, they should be called simply some asshole. And the only image that should ever be shown for them should be a festering bucket of whale chum, or maybe a photo of the loser laying there in their own fluids. The point is, we have to stop making them famous, and Senator Mike Lee thinks he can get the government to stop the media from doing that. Now, obviously, it would be a blatant violation of the First Amendment to prohibit news organizations from saying the names of these losers. So, Senator Lee's bill has no teeth in it.
There's nothing there, it's all gone!
It is simply a plea to whatever morality might still remain in a modern journalist. Do you think they will listen? Or do you think they will publish the names because they want the killings to continue?
You can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs.
But it would be impossible for us to deliver quality 2A propaganda without sponsors, so let's pay some bills. Today's video is sponsored by Franklin Armory. Anything worth shooting is worth shooting twice, and now, while supplies last, you can go binary for less because both the discontinued straight and curved fixed trigger models for the AR platform are deeply discounted to make room for Franklin Armory's brand new interchangeable trigger bow model, the AR Elite. Franklin Armory, those freedom facilitators who brought you twice the pews with their binary firing system because it's a scientific fact that bad guys with twice as many holes in them are half as dangerous. So in the unfortunate event you should ever need your firearm for defense, remember, it's math. It can't be wrong. And by Vortex. We've been running their new Defender line of red dots hard since before launch. They have found a home on all of our guns, whether for concealment, for competition, or for anything in between. They are rugged, they are packed with features, and they flat out perform. With the CCW, the ST, and the XL, there is a dot for you, and let's not forget their no questions asked VIP warranty, which covers just about anything. And by Hydra. The Mark 15 Hydra is the most versatile black rifle platform the industry has ever seen. The most you will ever need to convert calibers is a barrel, a bolt, and a magazine well. Hey, remember that absolute mad lad I told you about last week who went on a drunken rampage waving a revolver at a cop and knocking out power with his pickup before getting arrested for having 4 fast shooty boys? Well, he filed a motion to dismiss the machine gun charges on 2A grounds, challenging both the Hughes Amendment and the SBR portion of the NFA.
Damn it. Gosh, now I'm too proud of you to be mad at you.
I am trying so hard not to simp for this dude right now. I mean, I'm not condoning the drunk driving and waving a gun around part, but it's hard not to respect his total unwillingness to be governed. This guy goes hard, and that stirs something deep in my subcockles region.
Maybe in the liver, maybe in the kidneys, maybe even in the colon.
But the government filed in opposition to his motions to dismiss, and for some reason he did not file in support of his own motions, so the judge dismissed both of them. It would have been interesting, but a case with a more sympathetic defendant might have a better chance at winning. Maybe somebody more like James Camo, who got into trouble because he fired a gun to make noise to scare off some people on his land who had been harassing him and trespassing. James was arrested for 5 homemade whisper pickles.
Can't blame me for trying.
James also filed a motion to dismiss on 2A grounds and was also denied, but James went on to plead conditionally guilty and then file an appeal challenging the silencer portion of the NFA, both facially and as applied to him. That means the judge can rule silencers are legal for everyone in the Western District of Louisiana, or he could rule the NFA is unconstitutional as applied only to James Camo. Or the judge can be a complete clown and ignore the Constitution and legal precedent altogether and just say F everybody.
You, you're cool. You, I'm out.
This smug-looking plum smuggler is Bessemer Police Chief Mike Woods. He recently whined to cameras that Alabama permitless carry makes his job too hard. He lamented that before the law changed, he could lock young men in a cage if he caught them carrying guns, and now he can't.
We have been hindered by legislation that has been passed in the state of Alabama, taking away pistol permits. And people go, oh, you have the right to carry a gun. I agree, you have a right to carry a gun. But I also agree you need a background check. You don't need to be an 18-year-old child that doesn't know enough about life to be out here carrying a gun.
Look here, champ. 18-year-olds are not children, you paternalistic nitwit, and it's not a right if we have to beg government for permission to do it. But most importantly, your job as a cop is to investigate crimes and apprehend criminals. Carrying a gun is not a crime, and it's a real bad look for a cop to be whimpering about wanting to arrest more people who haven't hurt anyone.
Gundustrial News.
Palmetto State Armory is coming in clutch again, promising a Paul Harrell Edition AR to benefit cancer charities. If Hickok 45 is GunTube's grandpa, then Paul Harrell was GunTube's dad. Soft-spoken, always based, his videos entertained and informed in an easy manner. He passed away from pancreatic cancer last week, and he will be missed.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Ruger just dropped a version of their LC carbine chambered in the centimeter. Like other versions of the LC carbine, it features an aluminum receiver, a reversible charging handle, some pick rail here, some M-lock there, and yes, it does take Glock mags. I think I get sent to the gulag these days if I tell you how much something costs, so I guess you could just go to their website if they had one, which they probably don't, and please don't ban me. Those mad scientists at kel-tec just announced a new sub-2000 Foldy Boy chambered in 223 Kurs. Just like the other Gen 3 sub-2000s, this one does the same foldy twisty thing too, but it also takes FN mags of zippy 5.7 by 28mm. And now for your moment of zen. Hey friends, do you like pews and other pew-related things? Would you like to help us keep delivering you pure American pew propaganda at the low price? We literally couldn't pay the bills without our sponsors, so do us a solid and get yourself something nice from them. You deserve it. I love you.